Welcome back to In the Wind Tarot. I'd like to do another reading. Gone back and listened to some of my videos, and I just want to qualify that by I spend a lot of time by myself. So it's different just talking to an audience that's not there. But I hope somebody's getting these messages and that they're helping somebody along the way. So let's see what's going on out here for the collective. We have messages sent and received, Knight of Swords, Justice. Somebody may be getting a message from the justice system or about some justice. Well, it's a Tower in reverse. Make sure I can see that. Y'all can see that. Okay. Ace of Cups. It's a hand of God. King of Swords. Okay, this is a tower that is in reverse because there's been intervention, divine intervention, and the King of Swords has put an end to it if it's related to the justice and that what we saw in the cut. Three of Wands. Okay. Let's go further, please. Please tell us. Okay, he's waiting on so he's put an end to this investment, working on this investment. And he's caused embarrassment, sorrow, grief, lack of interest, confusion on who's your friends, and if your money was really worth it, if it really was the wish come true, to defend that. Let's see. Defend using all your tools to bring it together. Yours, somebody else's, I don't know. We're just looking right now. Defense, using all the tools. Defense again. Successful return, Empress, love, justice from the past. What the King of Cups created burdens to your self-sufficiency, to sacrifice you. Can we get some cards to finish out this bottom leg, please, this foundation? Oof. Okay. Well, I'm still intrigued. Let's go forward. That's probably too many, but we'll take what we have. 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, what we have here is the King of Swords has intervened to put an end to an investment that someone has made that they've even paid to gain their wish come true. Now they're defending using all their tools. For the success of the empress by offering something to the justice person who is an old friend of the King of Cups. It's created a burden to the self-sufficiency, and they've had to make a sacrifice and choose a new path. And it's actually left them out in the cold. The Queen of Wands is upset, and she can't get anything done, and she can't manifest because she's either mentally entrapped or she's physically entrapped. And she's being blocked from making a decision about finances, which is breaking her heart. Because the Knight of Wands is giving her an offer, but he's going to have to cut it because she's not able to access the King of Cups. All right, let's get some clarification. That's just a quick rundown on what I'm seeing just off the top there. I'm going to use the Adventure Time. All right. You know, most of these reads that I've had have had so many people in them. This is the one with the least, fewest people and the most cards. Yeah. All right, I want to know, we'll just start out with the King of Swords. The King of Swords, he doesn't know how to bring an end to the confusion created by his old friend. He needs to cut his old friend off. The King of Cups is somehow connected with the Queen of Wands, and he's going to cut her off, cut her friendship off. They're trying to avoid being the sacrifice. The King of Cups and the King of Swords, whether they have talked to each other about it or not, have decided that they are going to sacrifice the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Wands, there's nothing he can do about it. I'm sorry, they didn't decide who's the King of Cups and the King of Swords did not decide who's that they're going to sacrifice. They are hoping that they are not chosen to be the sacrifice. And they're hoping that the Empress will protect them in some way. I don't remember. I did these, didn't I? King of Swords. Knight of Swords. So the King of Swords is sending his Knight of Swords on a chariot to do what he wishes. Page of Coins. Page of Coins. So he's to get his wish to come true. He's hiring a detective. He's hiring or he's paying for documentation of some kind to protect the Empress. Really? Let's see if that's right. I think he would like to marry her. Or join up. It doesn't have to be romantic marriage, you know. It could be business. He has a choice, and he thinks he's going to spin the Wheel of Fortune. If he can get the strength to do it. All right. Or he's going to face it with strength. As he should. He's a King of Swords. All right. King of Cups, please. Why are you here on this board? Your little tiny rain's coming in early this morning. What was your wish come true? What was your great happiness? What had you worked for? Worked for, Page of Swords. What did you work for? Why are you here? Oh, you've been talking bad about the Empress. You've been Page of Swords, and your wish come true was to hurt the Empress and put her in reverse. The King of Swords is like, buddy. You wanted her to lose her intuition. Just checking. Oh, there's the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. I just wanted to check and make sure they weren't all upside down. Okay, so the King of Cups is apparently a sworn enemy of the Empress and her intuition. He's for her, he's against her. What about this Queen of Wands? She's got the King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. King of Wands in reverse. Uh-oh. So the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are in reverse. The King of Pentacles is in the upright. He falls between them. But let's see. Okay. We have the Devil in reverse. Temperance. Oh, wait. Judgment in reverse. Five of Swords upright. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, I asked about her, and the King of Pentacles shows up. Then the King of Wands reversed, Devil reversed, Judgment reversed, Five of Swords upright. So it tells me that at least the King of Wands is, he's not being able to really do a lot of enterprises or get things done right now, but he is beating some kind of addiction, although he is not using good judgment and he is being very aggressive. And maybe the King of Pentacles as well. Maybe they've all been having some kind of addiction or something. And then after that, we have, after the fighting, Five of Swords, the Emperor is watching this happen. He's not in it, though. He's just watching. He's kind of enjoying the show, really. And he's ready to take a new cycle. He's ready to close this cycle out. So the Emperor appears. So now we have the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Emperor have all shown up. And that's King of Swords and King of Cups. That's 5. The Emperor's trying to figure out a way to manifest off of this. King of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. What's he wanting to manifest? Oh, he wants to hang his... He wants to leave his fears behind with them. Is he guilty, though? Is he guilty? Yes, he is. He's just as guilty as they are. How's that going to work out for the Emperor here? How's this going to work out for our Emperor? Is he going to be able to switch his burdens onto someone else and leave his fears behind and sleep well? Emperor. He's working with the King of Swords. He's working with this King of Swords up here. How's that gonna work out? How's that gonna work out? Yeah, successful, not successful, but overall successful. Oh, but it'll be a financial tower. You're not going to be able to manifest very much, but you won't be in big trouble. I'd like to know what these people have done. Did we ever establish that? They just talked bad about somebody? Isn't that it? The Knight of Swords? Of course, I guess there's talking bad and then there's talking bad. So let's see. I'm not even doing anything there. They used all their tools. No, we don't even know really what they did. I thought the Page of Swords was out here. That was just in the cut, wasn't it? Okay, let's see what they do. What y'all do? What's the problem? Why is the Queen of Wands all upset? What's up with our Queen of Wands in the reverse? The King of Cups. Seven of Cups. Judgment. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here in reverse? Eight of Swords. What has happened? What is the problem? It's brokenhearted. It's brokenhearted. The old friend wish come true. The Knight of Pentacles. Is fighting to end a cycle. seems like some of there's police are involved in something. And it just seems really kind of sad. And kind of like it's getting down to the nitty gritty. This is probably the same people I've been reading on. So this is all about the Queen of Wands. The police are going after her. It's her old friend's wish come true because they've been fighting with her to complete a cycle with the Knight of Pentacles. Instead, they got the message that she started anew. They got the message that the Queen of Swords Knight of Pentacles. And then the Judgment comes back out. Is this Queen of Wands having an affair with the Knight of Pentacles? And she was supposed to like stop, but she didn't. And word is out that she didn't stop. It's upset everyone. And this group has made a judgment that she can't be with them. This Hierophant group. And it is a tower. The Magician. Using all your tools available, bringing heaven and earth together. This tower is going to bring together everything that the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Wands, she seems kind of like a lot of trouble. Queen of Cups is going to be shown to be sorry for what she was willing to sacrifice to hang on to what she had. This the mess. Those same people. They seem to their alliances are as shifting as the sands. And it feels to me like they've shifted enough alliances at this point that they all understand they can't really trust anyone no matter how long they've been friends. It's going to bring heartache and burdens and heartbreak. So we might be wrapping this up. Let's find out more about this King of Swords, because this King of Swords, on the one hand, could appear to be a hero who is stopping a tower and putting an end to something. But is that because he's the only sane person in this group who has finally come to the conclusion that this is not going to work? Or was he never involved? Who is this King of Swords? Let's tell his story. We'll tell it around the clock. Knight of Cups. Defense. Oh, devil. Yes. Okay, he's been watching. He's completing a cycle. He has found love to be a burden in his marriage. He is the King of Swords. He's waiting for this tower. He's been alert for this tower. He's been holding on. From putting into something, this marriage, I guess. Because of money. Because of the money. Can't buy me love. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. But that's just brought heartbreak. And what was that? No no happiness, and a lack of clear judgment. So what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? What you gonna do when you get out of jail? But are you guilty? Aren't we all? Well, let me just throw that down there. I practically threw that down there. He's not upset, but she is. Or maybe neither one of them's upset. They're leaving. Somebody's leaving. Because that was the Queen of Swords, in case you didn't see that. In case you're just listening. They need to make their financial decisions. Decide where they're going to go, who's going where, what we're going to do. Okay, that's pretty clear. I'm really just waiting for sunrise, to tell you the truth. So I find this interesting. It's kind of raining a little bit. Where are they going to go for their new path? Okay. So that's about the King of Swords. And the Queen of Wands, really, we didn't really get what she had done, really. What she had done. Why is she in the generational wealth? Queen of Wands. Tell your story, Queenie. And the Queen of Pentacles, generational wealth. She had been waiting for that, and she had done some work towards getting it, which is going to land her in prison. High Priestess on the bottom. Oh, because she wanted to put an end to the High Priestess that's being exposed through a message that was covered by the Emperor, who's defending his investment in spinning the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, well, it got serious all of a sudden. I notice sometimes they don't want to talk. You leave them, you come back to them, and man, they are telling you everything. So she worked with the Queen of Pentacles. So what's going to happen with the Queen of Pentacles here? Let's put those back out. Queen of Pentacles. Probably that. Oh, maybe the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess are the same person. I think so. Yes, they are the same person. Okay. Well, this has been In the Wind Tarot. Hope you got some information from that. Thanks for listening.